from wherever we're watching from across the world. We thank all those who have always been part of this program. I say thank you for all your support, for being a wonderful support to this program, Bystanders at the Newsstand. Yes, once again, you're welcome. My name is Kolade for Larry, the Desperate. Quickly, I go to the newspaper headlines that we have this morning. Yes, I'll start with the Vanguard newspapers this morning, Friday, 12th April 2024. The Vanguard newspapers this morning, the major headlines there says Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. Uproar over costs as federal government proposes 3,000 naira for toll gates. That's on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. Uproar over costs as federal government proposes 3,000 per toll gates. Yes, there are some sub-headlines there. Cars to pay 1,500, trucks 5,000. That's according to the Minister for Works, Dave Umahi. Says landmark resorts, jobs won't be affected. Property owners to be compensated. It is a highway to fraud, waste. That's according to former presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. Federal government not tired of inflicting pains on Nigeria. That's according to the Labour Party. Any toll above 300 naira is unacceptable. That is according to CUPP. Luxury bus operators KIK says passengers will bear the brunt. Road may become highway of exploitation and fraud. That's according to the Nigerian Labour Congress. And finally, the sub-headline there says costs must be recovered. Unwilling motorists should apply alternative routes. That's according to the APC scribe. Yes, that's for Guardian newspaper, the major headline in the Guardian newspaper this morning. Sanwo-Olu at the Sumo Market fire site. That's a picture story there underneath there, the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Tragedy strikes in Nollywood. Tragedy strikes in Nollywood as some actors died while trying to go on location on a river in Anambra State. There's been so many controversies surrounding the death of one of the major actors who was involved in the boat mishap. Some says he died instantly, others says he was taken to a place instead of going to the hospital directly. That's in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Okwama, army invades another Delta community. Arrest 10, raises home. That's in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Minister apologizes for saying Nigerians keep freezer on due to low tariff. That will be all for the Vanguard newspapers this morning. I'll quickly go to the Punch newspapers. The Punch newspapers, the major headlines there this morning still talks about this Lagos Calabar highway. Federal government plans compensation in 9 states. Put cost at 15 trillion naira. And a subheading there says Tinubu orders payment of compensation for property owners in Lagos, Akwa Ibom, 7 others. Federal government extends eviction notice for property owners. NSC says project will improve states' economies. That's for the Punch newspapers this morning. Before I leave the Punch newspaper, there's a picture story underneath there which says government shuts the Sumu market. Sanwo-Olu hints at building demolition. Yes, that's make Yoruba teaching language in southwest schools, says Afeni Ferry. Nigeria's oil production drops again. Now, 1.23 meters per barrel, metric barrel. OPEC, that's according to OPEC. Law to terminate many cases at appeal courts coming. Yes, that's the Attorney General of the Federation saying that. NAFDAC bans Turkey-made soap. Turkey-made soaps tracks fake Indian injection powder. That's in the Punch newspapers this morning. Yes, we'll go to the Guardian newspapers, which has a quite different headline, which says, "Hard time for addicts. Fresh concerns as youths get high feces. Fresh concerns as youths get high on feces, nutmeg, illicit substances." That's the big story in the Guardian newspapers this morning. Nigeria records 3.2 billion loss in Q1 as oil production hits record low. That will be all for the Guardian newspaper. Let me quickly go to the Matrix newspaper this morning. Federal government optimistic of completing Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway in 8 years to cost 2.8 trillion naira. Yes, and another headline says, on electricity subsidy, federal government counters Falano. Minister says federal government has 1.8 trillion to pay as electricity subsidy despite Band A tariff hike. Says Electricity Act 2023 made provisions for the review of tariff twice a year. Adelabu backtracks, apologizes for saying Nigerians keep freezers on due to low tariff. Yes, that's for the Matrix newspaper this morning. Then finally, let's look at the this Nigeria newspaper. It says, Chibok, 10 years after, pupils still at high risk. Human Rights Watch raises alarm. Over 1,600 students abducted since 2014 across northern Nigeria, says group. Across northern Nigeria, says group, tax federal government on implementation of Safe Schools initiative. Yes, that's for this Nigeria newspaper this morning. And former governor of Abia State, Chief Onu, there's a news here. He died yesterday. May his soul rest in perfect peace. In this Nigeria newspaper this morning, there's a news on Chuks Onu. It says, Onu defended Nigeria's unity, advocated peace. Tinubu, Buhari, Akpabio, others mourn ex-minister. Yes, that will be all for the newspaper headlines this morning. Okay, before our first reviewer come, I can still take one more newspaper. That's the First News newspaper, which says, Atiku presidency fireworks over Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway cost intensified. It's 4 billion per kilometer, not 8 billion, says Works Minister. Project is highway to fraud, replies Atiku. Rivers local government chairman disrespecting me are digging their pit. That's according to the governor of Rivers State, Fubara. Okay, that's all for the headlines this morning. Mr. David, you're welcome to bystanders at Newsstanders this morning. At the newsstand this morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Kadesh, and to all our viewers across the globe. And thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. You can see my very good uncle, my friend, Oyos, looking so pinky. You know, sick up. Oyos, man! Oyos, man! Thank God it's Friday.
Yes, with the way things are, people have been saying Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. What's your take on that?
Thank you, Mr. Kadesh, for that question. People have not been saying That is reality. That is reality. Because if you see mere looking at Nigeria now, you know things are not going well with the current state of the economy. Now, there are three tribes in Nigeria.
Three tribes,
Sorry, three major
major
ethnic
tribes,
tribes.
ethnic groups.
Ethnic groups. Two tribes, the Hausa and the Yoruba, have become president since the inception of dem democracy, and the third tribe has been sidelined. So what? So do you think this will continue to well with Nigeria? This will not go well. And then looking from the perspective that some tribe are superior to other. During the last administration of Buhari, you saw how Fulani herdsmen would commit atrocities and go scot-free. But if a Yoruba man, if an Igbo man commits such offence, the man will be locked up in prison. You can see there is division in Nigeria now. And what has happened? Our political elites have that has always been their joy to divide the country, and they what achieve that. You are saying Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. That's the truth. There's no unemployment now. I'm from the south part of the country. Now I'm a graduate. I will not get a job because I don't fall among the federal character. But an average Hausa man who is a stark illiterate, you will see them at the federal government secretariats without no certificate. So that is why you see the likes of Martin Kanu, Simon Ekpa, Sunday Igboho calling for division. Because if you are not in a country that your voice cannot be heard, if you are in a country and then what is now the hope of the common man? That means you are nowhere to be found. The hope of common man is nowhere to be found. We have some tribe claiming superior over the other tribe. The other one, they can tolerate hardship, unemployment, starvation, insecurity. That they will not tolerate if Bola Ahmed Tinubu release Mazi Kanu.
You said something before you go further. You said something that you are a graduate and you are unemployed. With the way things are now in Nigeria, are you still waiting for the government to give you?
I am. I'm not waiting. I will never wait. Those that have waited, what is their hope? See,
because
I don't.
in the last government, Shibajo, our former vice president, has said it is not possible for the government to provide employment for all Nigerians who are eligible.
It is not.
But they say with the way things are, like we always say, the world was
the world is a
global village. But it has shrunk from being a global village to now becoming a global pocket, whereby with your phone, with anything, you can do something for a living, legally, legitimately.
I am not disputing that, but let's not forget that Oshibajo that said that the government cannot provide job for all eligible Nigerians, but his daughter works in Central Bank. Buhari's daughter to work in NNPC. Do they have two heads? If today we are being asked to write to come out and write aptitude tests, if truly the process of this employment would be free, who told you I cannot score higher than Oshibato's son and then Buhari daughter? Let's not forget about connection. They got the job just because of their father connection. Truly, put us one-on-one. I'm not boasting. In terms of intellectual performance, I am very sure of myself.
Okay, well, but with the way it is now.
And that is the system we are. Yes. That is why Nigeria is sitting on a cake of gunpowder. Where the average man, the poor man will not get a job because he knows nobody. But the son and the daughters of presidents, senators, even if they are not sound, enough. Even if they you just give them the job because of their father's connection. So and then now, and then we have some people still championing for one Nigeria. We have some people still championing for a better Nigeria. Where will Nigeria be better? Since 1960, it has been discrimination towards discrimination because you are from this tribe. You have some landlords here, even here in this Lagos, tell you, are you from the Igbo extraction? No house for you. In Nigeria, yeah, in this Lagos.
No, I do
I said some. I said no. I said some landlord. I am not analyzing it. I said some Yoruba landlord will not rent an apartment to you because you hail from the Igbo extraction. I am not saying all. Don't misquote me.
Okay.
And then you go to other tribes too.
Why do you think they are doing that?
Eh?
Why do you think they do that?
Because
some of these landlords, does it mean it, why do you think they do
some
that?
of them will come up with flimsy excuse saying that Igbo man is always proud. They have this ego and then they cannot give them their house. And then see, Igbo man would all sort of flimsy excuses.
Well, because I happen to have grown up with Igbo people as tenants while we were growing up, and they were great people and we never had issues. But I know a lot of people who had houses where we grew up who refused to give their houses to Igbos. And I just feel that when you say they are arrogant, they are this, they are that, so far they do what you ask them to do as tenants, you do not have issues.
Mr. Kadaj, some persons just have personal hatred. See, when I was still in university, my roommate is an Igbo guy, God's power, Iwachuku. Despite the fact that I am not from the Igbo extraction, he accommodated me. Even after school holiday break, I will go to their family house in this place, Imo State, in Bise. I'll stay there 3 weeks, a month. He will feed me, clothe me. So now we have some persons who have just personal hatred. Now what has Mazi now kind of done? That made the Arewa Consultative Forum tell the president that see Mazi Kanu should not be released. Is it a crime to fight for freedom? It is not a crime. The same thing. It's not a crime anywhere. For you to say, okay, you cannot be part of this movement anymore. You want to part ways with this movement. But now, the Hausas are taking it so personal. And let's not forget that the National Elder Forum, Yerima Yusuf, have come out publicly to say that the north, that the oil in the southern region belongs to them. And then see, if we want any amendment, we should go to the National Assembly. Is that the one Nigeria? Is Nigeria not sitting on the keg of a gunpowder? So we can continue to list so many things whereby you have a region who is supposed to be, naturally it should be their turn to be president, because if you've been cheated for years, it will get to a time you will rebel.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's look at this uproar over cost as federal government proposes 3,000 naira per toll gate. It says even trucks will pay 5,000. That's Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway.
This is what Nigerians get when we have Bala Blue in power. Imagine Tinubu wants to tow the Lagos to Calabar road. For 8 years though. He wants to generate money all to himself. Where will the money go to? Imagine towing a federal road. You know how many vehicles fly that road? 3,000 naira.
You say, where will the money go to? We all know the money will go into the coffers of the government.
It's going to Tinubu's pocket. I don't need to be told, because in the first place, his Minister of Works, David Umahi, has come out yesterday openly to say that there was no competition in bidding for that road construction. He said the president ordered him to give the project to a particular construction company, which is also an ally to the president. That alone is a breach
Well, when you say
No, that
allied
is a
to the
bit.
president,
Has
this company been constructing
Mr. Kolade, Mr. Kolade, Mr.
they've been
Kolade,
constructing
Mr.
road in
Mr.
Nigeria
Kolade,
and
Mr.
they have been
Kolade,
doing well.
Mr. Kolade, these are public
Public tender things.
entities. So let there be competition. Let's see, I can apply. As a Nigerian, I have right to apply, but now you doing it secrecy. That's what my issue is. That means now, if not for the likes of Atiku and Obi, they have come out to tell us that let us know the cost of this road.
Okay, Umaya said that Atiku has been saying is 8 billion. Umaya said that the cost of a kilometer is 4 billion.
I believe. Sorry.
No, that's for the entire road. That's for the but per kilometer now.
Hello, sir. I believe Atiku. I don't believe those in government. Because those in government would always want to defend their own political boss.
Why do you believe Atiku?
Because
Atiku have that strong fact.
What? Does Atiku have
that strong fact as against the government?
No. Do you think as influential as Atiku is, you will not have people telling him what is going on in the villa?
You know, he can do that. He can do that because he will want to always oppose the government.
No, these are people who always giving facts to tarnish the image of the government.
To tarnish the image of the government.
Yeah, and then for the fact that the government themselves are not doing what is right. Now, how will you construct 4 kilometers road? What for that amount of money?
1 kilometer for 4 billion. It's a coastal highway.
Sir, let's forget about the fact, sir. Even if let it be a marine sub-highway, I don't give a damn.
Thank you very much.
Now, our economy, Mr. Kadet, our economy
just in 1 minute
is not that financial buoyant for now. To be wasting such a exorbitant amount of money on, and now after constructing this road for 8 years, after milking the taxpayers' money, Tinubu we still told this road per 3,000. So that means now, if I'm traveling to Calabar now, I will pay more in terms of transportation. And then now, fuel cost of transportation is on the very high side. The same man remove subsidy.
Thank you.
The same man remove subsidy.
We still have a lot of other people who want to talk this morning. I said 1 minute roundup. Thank you very much, Mr. David. Yes, I don't know Lagos.
Yes. May I live to fly that road. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. So you do not care what the toll is or whether some people have the power and the financial prowess to be able to fly that road. But as far as you can fly it, you don't care.
But the only problem I have, 3,000 naira to pay is too much. 3,000 to pay for toll is too much. But I know that that contract, if we give it to Shagori, Shagori is a partner to Tinubu. So all I know is that may I live, may my family live, may you, all of us live to fly that road. 2 things, they say rain, not, but that 3,000 naira is too much. But normally, let it pass the due process. I believe that. But if they can do it and I pass it, may I live. That's why I say, God, keep me alive to fly that road.
Okay, so when you don't look at the fact that this road is being constructed with taxpayers' money, and you still expect these taxpayers to be told.
Even though they go to National Assembly, Akpabio is there, they will pass it. Is there anything? We only don't make noise at the end. But what I'm saying, the one that are very close to us, Abeokuta Road, Tinubu should try to do something there. Just before you begin to talk about mega, because some people will not live to see it. Nobody knows tomorrow. But what we are saying, do the one that are very close to us.
Yes, Umaya has assured us there are conflicting informations actually. Umaya has assured us that this road will be completed during this in 8 years.
And it's going to cost, total cost is 15 trillion.
15 trillion.
Hey!
Okay, now let's look at Mr. Mr. Nigeria Oniku.
Atiku turn 15 trillion. He said, that's me and you, we will pay. It will just enter a few people's pocket. I know Shagori. Shagori's stomach is very big. He will swallow the whole money. At the end, he will tell you abandoned project.
No. It's not business as usual.
I pray it should not be abandoned project.
It cannot be abandoned project. If people like you and I continue to look into,
then
monitor,
then
and
I'll be
follow
dying
up.
for hunger, and I'll be praying for rich to be rich. It's, oh my God, only God will help us.
Okay, now let's look at PDP internal wrangling.
That's my concern.
PDP wants to do NEC meeting on the 18th of April. WIKE has been invited. WIKE wants to take over the structure of the party. Is it possible for WIKE to take over the structure of the party?
Very soon, WIKE will hear shock. What is the shock? What happened to Oshiomhole might happen to WIKE. Don't forget, the motion was moved in Oshiomhole local government. The word moved a motion that Oshiomhole should be impeached when he was the chairman. Don't be surprised, the same thing will happen to WIKE. Yesterday, one of the leaders came out and said, Mubarak, the governor, you are my leader, PDP leader in the state. That is a shock. WIKE never expected it. Before you know, there was a meeting held. One of the chairman was there. And Mubarak said, chairman, you are here. I hope they are seeing you. So that tomorrow you will not go after WIKE and say, I'm not the one. It's a spirit they saw. So WIKE is going gradually. A stubborn fly will follow that body enter grave. You cannot say you are everything. You want to control APC, you want to control PDP. Can WIKE go there in that next meeting? Our first article, our first other ones, he has messed up his head. WIKE, who brought us Obi one river. At the end, WIKE, because of the announced Tinubu, he now said Tinubu is the owner of River State. People are not happy. River people are not happy. Now, what is he going to talk in the next meeting? Is he going to talk with Atiku? When you talk about money, Atiku has money more than him. He has everything. He has the connection, has everything. WIKE might not attend that meeting.
WIKE might not attend that.
I saw you in the social media already.
As it is, he's still a card-carrying member of the People's Democratic
Party. For me, I'm a card-carrying member of PDP. WIKE is not a leader in other PDP. Let me tell you, you can't deceive the people. You can't deceive the people. You can't deceive the people. Eh? That's why I use that language, your neighbor. You know the meaning of your neighbor, chop here. He go kill you. Yes, now, you die, and they bury you. Look at the former minister under Buhari. He died. All the weight, everything gone. WIKE should learn. And Shaibu too should learn. You see, God is reacting now.
Somebody has called. I don't know if you know. Show me, former spokesman to Atiku Abubakar. He has said that he called on elders of the party like Obasanjo, Jonathan. He said, why are they keeping quiet when there is a lot of chaos in the People's Democratic Party?
What do you expect them to do? You want a small boy, a rat, like we get to come and start sorting them? No, that's why they keep quiet.
I'll have preferred to use the word small boy than using the word rat.
Oh God, let me tell you, WIKE today. Hold on. As a member of PDP, you work against me. And you expect me to respect you? No, that's the question now. How can WIKE tell the whole world that APC won in River when you are a leader of PDP?
No, but if APC hadn't won, he wouldn't have said that.
Right from day one, when the campaign started, don't forget he has been romancing APC. He has been doing to make sure that he discouraged PDP. Going to Lagos State, donating 200 million people's money. Doing that, he's telling them that already he went to a former, that is chief of staff of the governor, went to the kitchen, started singing 2027. And let me tell you, this is only person, even the chairman, you cannot trespass. Only WIKE, they are watching him. It doesn't mean they don't know what they are doing.
So, as you are saying, do you not believe that WIKE is still a national leader in PDP?
For me, he's not a national leader in PDP. He has messed up himself. He has frustrated himself. very soon now, that next meeting, he might not attend. They might sack him there. Because it's a problem of PDP now. They always try to watch, they don't want to compare even the chairman of national PDP chairman now, RT chairman. They are even watching him. Okay, look at what happened in River State now. Thank God, all the leaders come out to say, Obara, you are the leader. That one settled. WIKE. Okay, now, if you are bringing, next meeting, you're supposed to bring some of the ESCO. Who is WIKE? Are we going to have to ESCO in River State? No. Obara will bring the ESCO. I don't think WIKE will come because we cannot shame. We cannot. You want to use to face article?
But what was the attitude of the People's Democratic Party to WIKE's appointment as a minister in this present government when they know he's their party member?
Right from day one, during campaign time, they saw the handwriting on the board that WIKE is already dancing the piece. They are lying. Of the president, it was arrangement. Don't forget all this arrangement. WIKE will travel with some of these governors to UK, meet with Tinubu, agree. He will come back. They will say, WIKE, you travel to WIKE to go. WIKE, you travel to London to go and discuss with arrangement with Tinubu. He will say it's a lie. It's a lie. Oh. I went there to go and for my son, my DC already. Now he has been given a minister now. I have been given an appointment. I expect WIKE to say, I'm done with PDP. Sir. Otherwise, they want to use WIKE to destroy PDP. And this next meeting, I believe the leader should be able to stood up and say, WIKE, enough is enough. Please remain in APC. Let them know they are working with 2 or 3.
So with this next meeting, what do you think the outcome of the meeting will be on the 18th of April?
It's going to go well because we need an opposition that will be able to tackle this APC. Because what APC is doing, every round of APC, you see, a lot of lies. I'm tired, my brother. Tomorrow they tell you airlines 8 million, you have turned that to 400,000, you have this thing, just to deceive Nigeria. Now, minister is apologizing to Minister of Power, Adela Boom. He's apologizing to Nigeria that, sorry, I said, don't off your bridge. Because you don't off your bridge, that's why NEPA is having problem. He apologized yesterday again. You see, APC stop deceiving people. People are hungry. People are lamented. I tracked from house to here today. Look at myself. I'm getting lean. People told me why am I lean.
The exercise is good.
Which
for
exercise?
Your health.
Exercise. No. This one is more than okay. This one is more than exercise. Oh. Let's say the truth. Oh. This one is more than exercise. If I finish here, I'm going home. You think I'll be happy? Somebody call me say, please, I should stop criticizing Tinubu is doing well. He doing well. Well, I can't pay rent. I can't buy things. Now my son want to do graduation for school. On a Monday, no money to go. I'm supposed to be there.
Okay. Now,
I'm supposed to be there.
With all this now, do you think PDP still stand a chance to rule Nigeria?
You see, APC is a expiring drugs, which you know. PDP is a peace. If Labour and PDP forget my brother who is going to North, who is digging borehole for them, they stop wasting his time.
Who's your brother?
Obedient was forming in Edo State. Obedient in Edo State. Has Obi giving us water in Edo State or Anambra? Start from your mother's home. Start from your home. There is nothing Jonathan did not give them.
Okay, what I'm asking is, does PDP have hope?
There is hope.
Of still ruling this country?
There is hope. The only thing is that look what Obasaki did. He went and bring a young man, an obedient, that is 8 years old, and put there. Yes, that is it.
That's 8 years old.
Yes.
So that means there are no able people in the PDP for him to go to Labour to bring somebody.
You should know, Obasaki is a how can I? Sorry to use that language.
Don't
It's a caterpillar. I don't say. I want to use language. No, he just he can bite. What he did, he looked at the strategies and went to a circle, picked somebody in
So that means there are no able people in PDP.
There is.
So
But
why didn't he choose?
No, he want to WIKE. What's the name?
So why would he go to another party because he wants to WIKE?
Normally, don't forget. Labour is a PDP. Okay, you know.
No, they are two different parties.
No, hold on. Obi was PDP. Obi as a leader was a PDP. You know. So, in fact, all the Southeast are PDP materials. South East, you know. It's just because of Obi came. And we look at Obi as a honorable. But what Obi is doing in the North, Jonathan have do more than that.
Okay, now, let's quickly read something from Jinogo. She says, Ogaloki, you dey blame Obi for providing water in the North. If you want him to be president, remember, he has to be president for all Nigeria and not just the South.
Okay, sir. First of all, Obi supposed at least come to my state. We supported him. I don't supported him. My people, my mother, my family believe in Obi and bring obedience. Support him. That go around all over Nigeria. We don't have water. Ekpoma don't have water. Europe don't have water. How can Obi start from home? Charity begins at home. Don't forget, he did not. Jonathan did everything. Amajiri road. He did not. If you like, take Malu to water. You can't force him to drink water. If you like, let Obi carry all the money, give the Northern. When the election time come, 1 naira with the system, they won't vote for him. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My brothers and sisters, God bless you. Do not be Lagos. Let me tell you, people are wondering, why am I saying do not be Lagos? The reason is that when they go for election, politics, when we say we are going like this, we are going. We don't just say, Papa Sopupe, Osebola is kind today.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Mr. Ralph. Thank you very much for coming to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. And like I told you, a lot of our viewers from across the globe called yesterday and said, I should say a very big, no, not even that. There's somebody who actually advised that I should tell you that maybe you should trim your beards a little, but it's not making it an obligation. It's just telling you. It's just suggesting. And also, some people also say I should extend their greetings to all of us, to all of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, all you our viewers. I'm thanking you guys for the support you've been giving us in terms of greeting, in terms of materialism, you know. Then the guy that said I should trim this, Oga or Madam, let me tell you, everybody has his own ID. This is my identity. I'm sorry. If I trim it, maybe I'm gonna lose the commercial value of this. If I get on Instagram and Twitter, don't you know this will just, wow, like excel me commercially. Yeah, I'm gonna excel. Yes. So, sorry, but anyway, I gotta give them nice tips, yeah. Okay. But 3 minutes, I will lose my commercial value on social media. This is what is giving me content. So, all my fans all over the world, they like it. None of them has objected, but this guy is just trying to throw in cheap and small suggestions so that it will look somehow moderate. So,
yes, sir, thank you. Nigeria is sitting on a gunpowder, like people have been saying. What's your take on that?
Nigeria is sitting on gunpowder, keg of gunpowder. Nigeria, for over 8 years now, it is a household language. It's no longer strange thing to say that. You know, when it's written on the front page of newspaper, gunpowder, keg of gunpowder, people will be like fidgeting, shaking, shouting, try to understand, running helter-skelter. But this time is a common language. From Punch to Vanguard, the Sun, they have been writing it because the things that are happening in Nigeria nowadays are so much, too much. I listen to me.
Yes, sir.
So, viewers, they know. Because most of the viewers in that Nigerian diaspora Nigerians, they know the situation of the country. They know that keg of gunpowder, we are all sitting on it every day. From day one, Tinubu become Nigerian president, something like that. Because the way he went to the court, how he bought and bribed the court, is like that.
That's an allegation.
Because, not an allegation, because the youth would have protested. It's not an allegation. Allegation is something you allege. When you allege something that people are not sure of,
We are not sure of this.
No, we are sure of what happened.
Do you have evidence?
He rigged the election.
You have
The beavers was thrown away. They didn't study the beavers. They didn't even translate the election. They did it manually. Ekiti state election was 2019 results. They didn't use 2023 results in Ekiti state. Every Ekiti indigene knows what I'm saying. So let's us stop allegation as the court of competent jurisdiction proving it that Tinubu stole mandates.
No.
Still, listen and listen good. Oga, he has it. Fine for you. As for me, from the one, APC winning election in 2023 is like trekking from here to the cloud in heaven. As impossible as that. Trekking from the earth to the cloud or the moon. Oga, they rig election, they rig both judiciary, they bought everybody with their money in the court.
Okay, so with the
So you can't call it false allegation or am I sure? What evidence do you want me to prove? That's why I'm not annoyed with Obi, because had it been the whole youth come out and show them the evidence that they rig election and chase the court away, chase everybody away, you will no longer ask me, is there no evidence? It's because the youth, they keep on quiet, being quiet, obeying Obi's order of stay. Don't worry, Obi. Don't worry. Obi was coming down everybody. Now, they are like, has court not proven it? Have you gotten evidence? See the evidence. The evidence is that no good dividend of democracy from the one Tinubu enter office, assume office till date. No good evidence. See, let NEPA, power grid. Pam, 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 every now and then. Still, they're collecting money from people that don't have meter card. What are you saying? There are much evidence that this government is not legal.
Okay, looking at the area of the electricity, the Band A consumer said they have received 37 apologies from these distribution companies in 1 week. Yes, sir.
This Bank A or Band A you are talking about, Chebi America is there. Do you know now that those people living in America for something years, they never hear anything about Band A and Band B? Oga, you and I, they are telling us, lecturing us about Band A, Band B, Genco, Disco. Are those Genco, Bank A are not in America as well? Okay, what we need is constant power supply. Let us forget Bank B, Bank A, Genco, Escos, Discos. In Abia State, nothing like Bank A, Bank B there. All my Aba friends are calling me, say, Ojuku, the water I left in my freezer, I am worried, everything is blocked. I said, regulate it by yourself. On your visa 2 hours, off it 3 hours, on it the next 1 hour, off it for 4 hours. Regulate it by yourself so that you have water to drink.
Okay.
I listen to is there anything like Bank A and Bank B in Aba?
Let's look at that.
These are terms and vocabularies we use in Nigeria here to siphon public funds into our private accounts.
Let's look at this Abia State now. Now, there's provision of electricity 247. Has it affected the tariff? Are people paying more now?
No, people are not paying more.
Are you sure people are not paying more?
No. See, power station generated is states. This one is not federal again. Do you understand? Is it federal? Nothing concerns federal again. Abia State owns it. Okay, if Anambra starts their own project, Anambra owns it. Federal government can have stake on it. They will give them their own what? Share or commission. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Anambra own is on course now in Ihiala. Likewise, other 12 states. And it's as a result of this irregularity, as a result of what the power of Minister of Power is talking now on television. I was watching before I come. Yeah. This man started painting and talking this bank A and Bank B. I just listened to his oratory rendition. I say, you are an orator, girl. Hit the nail on the head. The much money sank into this project of light of a thing. Why are we not getting results? You come here, they talk
they still have 1.8 trillion naira to pay for electricity subsidy. So maybe that's why some of these tariffs have to go high at this point in time to be able to meet all these backlogs.
We hurt ourselves this way. The best thing is let everybody go home and take care of his house. There's no how, nothing what you do in this country that will get this country right again. Okay? People are siphoning money. As I'm talking to you now, they said Jonathan regime was corrupt. Obasanjo regime corrupt. As I'm talking to you currently, from Buhari regime to Tinubu regime, I have never seen such corrupt administration in my life since I become a man, a boy in Nigeria. Since I started counting A, B, C, D, E, F to Z, I have never seen such regime before. Anywhere you go, corruption. Wow.
Okay, yes, Mr.
We are
Ralph.
not getting it right, Oga. Why are we still worrying ourselves?
Mr. Ralph, with the way it is now,
Uh-huh.
Tinubu is the president of Nigeria.
Oh,
Whether we like it or not, at this moment. Now, what do you think can be the way forward?
Akuko Negu, listen, Kola. I say it's like, as you are telling stories, you are beating the drum to match it together. You see, that's the meaning of Akuko Negu. See, he said the way to move forward now, make I suggest. If I bring my suggestion, I don't know whether you go like it. You know what?
So far, you do not abuse
anybody. No,
anybody.
I did not abuse anybody. Yeah. For me, for Nigeria to move forward today, the justice or judges that presided over last year presidential what tribunal, those judges will go back to where they stopped and they rehearse the whole judgment and reverse it and bring justice and enthrone it in Nigeria. Do you know what I mean
now,
by
the apex
of justice? The person that won election should be given his mandate.
We have gone beyond that now. The apex
another grammar don't come in. We have gone beyond that, and you are telling me to give the whole.
No. What is the way forward since the apex court has concluded on that?
Thank you so much. The way forward is that one, Justice CGN, Chief Justice of Nigeria, should be what? Should be what? Demoted, not sacked. Demoted, collect his certificate. Then Justice Onyali, Justice Mary Odele, the one that after talking bra, Peter Odele's wife, governor of Rivers State, former governor, he ran into the UK. Oga, reverse his certificate, demote him.
Her certificate.
Listen, her certificate, sorry. Then the judges, those crops of judges, bench of judges that read this judgment against the right person Nigerians gave mandate. They should what? Seize all their certificates, demote all of them, report them not only to Nigerian Bar Association, but West African Bar Association. Do you believe there is something like that? There was one time, WASU, West African something, blah, 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 but it has to do with law. There are a platform of lawyers all over West Africa. They should report Nigerian judges to that platform in West Africa for disciplinary action. There's a level you can get corrupt. There's a level, tolerable level. This one is intolerable. Nigerians cannot tolerate that kind of thing. Because as I'm talking to you now, if you go to Nigerian courts, if you don't have money, you are gone. If you have issue with Obebi and Allen landlord, those landlords there are billionaires. They will judge you in your absence, in absentia. When you come back home, you will meet all your properties outside. Go and question the Ikeja residents. They will tell you.
Thank you.
You don't drag with them because they have court in their pockets.
Yes.
Are you listening to me? So my suggestion, as I said, everybody in Nigeria should down to and let us make sure that the Department of Justice, Judiciary is scraped because they are rubber stamp. Then the legislators, headed by Akpabio, are you listening to me? They should what? Scraped off.
Yes.
Because provided as long as they are there, we are not getting the dividend of democracy we hardly work for.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ralph. Yes, you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning, Mr. Kunle. How's it been?
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God it's Friday, and I actually not feeling good. I'm not too okay.
With all this beautiful
No, I'm not too okay. Naturally to myself. Then I want to commiserate with the family of Ogbonnaya Honu, one of the best brain in Unilag. Then I think a first class, what's it called, petrochemical engineer, and so saddened. And I think he's a member of this APC party likewise. And may so rest in peace. And again, another message is let there be decorum. Let's say no to cyberbullying on this platform, especially on women, because women are soft people, and we need to take care of them. Especially the only women on this platform, they should stop that cyberbullying on her.
Okay,
women, we
yes.
handle this platform.
We have a lot of women.
Yeah,
on the
but
platform.
right now, the
Yes,
most
yes,
consistent
yes,
one,
yes.
there's been a cyber bully on him, and the
Yes,
people that are doing that
that was handled yesterday, and I'm
yesterday,
sure that it's
yes,
going to be
I
handled,
think,
and people won't do that again.
and it should be that correction should be permanent, not
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
People
Yeah.
say Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Do you believe that?
Me, I don't believe. Oh, if they are the one that said they get gunpowder, maybe we will be watching now where they will put fire on it. Because these people you are saying, if you follow their route, man, a lot of things will get damaged because they are just hungry, and the hunger they're supposed to have had from the onset of the bad governance we've been having, they are piling up, and the hunger now is over. They are overfilled of hunger now, and I think they should not go where they know they will get punished. When the other, you could remember the other guy that strike under Jonathan, who was the guy that wanted to bomb. What's it called? Eagle Square. I think, yeah, they were like brothers. So the other ones ran to South Africa. Why they, nip the guy, the one that wanted to carry out the. So the governance is just like that. You need to engage government, but you need to use your brain. Use your brain to engage government. You can't fight government. You can only engage government. And you as a wise person, you ought to know that it's the government of the people. Governance and democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You don't have to be docile. Where government is going wrong, you call them out and you tell them what is exactly what I said during the festive mode, by the Salah time, that people are feeling the brunt of this hardship, that the government should wake up. And exactly what I said about the ban A, ban 2, ban 3, or what they call it. I don't want to know that. The man in charge, which is the Minister for Power, should sit tight and should be upright. And likewise, I think Pantale, was a Minister for Petroleum, Patani should get things working as it is now. People are expecting that fuel, that crude, to pump out from the refinery, and I can tell Pantale that he should stop misleading us. Tell us the exact time that you want us to believe that this petroleum will start pumping out, and we now know that we are getting there already. So to me, don't just come on here and misleading people as it is. I believe those 4 refineries ought to have been working by now. Ought to have been working, so that the government, you help the president himself for the, for what's it called, for just clear minds, clear mind presentation. He will always be presenting to us.
Okay, yes. There's been an allegation. There's been an allegation that somebody who is on this platform, we were discussing yesterday night in regards to petroleum, and he says, "Do I know that Dangote goes to the US to buy crude? And why does he go to the US to buy crude? Is because most of the crude has been paid for during Buhari's time. And now, all the crude available, even 1 liter, cannot be taken away from the crude because it has been paid for. So for Dangote refinery to be able to get crude, they go as far as the United States.
Buy crude and
Do you think this will make petroleum products, crude oil products, come down? Do you think the people will still enjoy buying fuel cheaply?
We can never enjoy a friendly price. In petroleum circle, we can never enjoy a friendly price, because when all our refinery are dried up, and those crude supposed to be coming out from our refinery, although when it comes out, they take it abroad again to process it. So to me, that's why I always ask, who put that spell on this country? Who put the spell on this country? Because I don't understand. When all what you need to run the government is at your, at your fingertips, and you're doing what? You're looking for what is in your Shokoto. You're looking for it in Shokoto all around. Why Dangote has to go to America to source for crude? Why? And that's why I say Pantali itself should be questioned. It should be called out and come and give us all the accounts of his stewardship in that petroleum ministry. Because as it is now, I don't think it should be part of this government any longer. They're supposed to have even allowed them to resign. Then they will now answer, because it's been a trend that you cannot query the past president. But I'm looking for a president that will break that jinx. That you ex-presidents, what it as Donald Trump is now, is still be questioning about American, his role in activities of the governance he had then. So to me, we need to be calling out this president, like Mr. Buhari, that went to go and sell the crude that's supposed to enjoy in the country, and he sold it ahead of even the crude. Has not even, we've not seen any crude, we've not seen any oil coming out from the refinery, but you have sold what we had to say ahead. I mean, is that really fair? Is that really fair?
It is alleged, actually.
It is alleged, but there's every rumor, there must be, elements of truth inside every rumor, right? And Mr. Kadesh, this is the third time I've heard from 3 people, classified people, have been hearing this.
So one of the question I asked that man we were discussing yesterday is that, as Nigerians believe in this government, why is this government not saying this out, so that people will know where some of these problems are from and know that it's from this present government?
Yeah, thank you very much. If there's no how the power that be in government now will say anything out, that there won't be anarchy. Is it Buhari you want to probe? The Northerner will hold on? Oh, no, it's because he's our brother now and he left the power, and you want to start, messing him up? Or is the past president? I mean, that's, you see, until we start detaching ethnicity, tribe away from good governance, that is when we'll be able to get things right in this country. All these people, they are vulnerable. They can bring them to book. They can, they don't have any humility. But when you bring anyone out now, they say it's because he came from South, it's because he came from the North, it's because he came from the Southwest. That's why it's untouchable. Or you see some cronies that we've always been seeing around, even within the platform here. It's because na Igbo, it's because na Yoruba, it's because na Hausa. All those things doesn't make any progress, a country to have good progress of good governance as it is. Because the past president are not above the law. It can be questioned. They can call them to order. What is going on? How do you come and give us accounts of your stewardship, of the governance? And you see, it's more or less we have assumed a space for our past president. We assume a space of demigod on them, and they are the one contributing to all these past debris they've been piling up. And I can tell you, Mr. Kadesh, the debris we have on the ground now, they can't clear it in the next 4-5 years, because the debris is so much that we keep piling it, and now it has overwhelmed us. And I can say wholeheartedly, the way out, if we cannot manage ourselves any longer like this, let there be decentralized nations. Let's decentralize the nation and let everybody go and work hard to fix up, to fix up their region. I think they are trending there already. Once the state police come in, what's it called? There's going to be a deliberation on the natural resources. Produce what you what you get in your land, and bring tax to the center. And I think this will work well then. And we will have enough of these bandits, we will have enough of the terrorists, we have enough of this. And everybody will smile at peace, and we can be having a handshake, at
Yes,
each other.
yes. Thank you
You
very
know?
much, Mr. Kunle. Yes, before you go, some people are still holding you on to the fact that you have promised that refineries will work in December. I know they are
Yes.
still asking you.
Yes,
What do you have to say quickly in 1 minute before you leave?
What I have to say is Quantale, that's the guy in charge of the what's it called, petroleum. You can see me. I'm blaming him now, and I will still keep calling him out. Why giving us a wrong information about the day we start seeing the crude, our crude from all this refinery? So, Mr. Quantani, as I'm saying, it needs to be questioned, because as it is, they've spent billions upon billions of dollars in renovating and bringing up this refinery, but still it's not working. Where are the money going to? Where are the money?
Thank you.
They should come and answer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kunle. Yes, Mr. Chinedu, you're welcome to Bystanders at Newstown this morning. 10 years after, pupils are still at high risk. Human Rights Watch raises alarm on these cheaper girls 10 years after. Have we lost hope?
The government,
On this,
but the parents of those kids have not lost.
they've been crying. They've
That's
been
what I'm telling
calling
you.
on the government on a daily
The
basis.
government has lost hope, or the people who were in charge of those kidnapping are no longer being consulted, because once you consult them, bills will come out. But there's no bill that is too much for freedom. It tells you that the system has continued to malfunction. Nigerians may forget, but those who are directly affected, they can never forget. And that is it. Up to this moment, they have not been able to locate the kidnapped girls, or even to rescue them. Maybe because it was Jonathan. Look at what
But Jonathan has since gone.
No, that's what I'm saying now, because it was done during Jonathan era. Jonathan is not a Muslim. Because these are people, they can't understand, they don't know how to separate Islam from politics, religion from politics. What are you kidnapping a child of 15 years for? And the government that has failed in providing security cannot be, are claiming to be irresponsible over that. After how many years?
10 years.
And they're saying there is security. We will provide security. We're on top of the situation. We're on top of that. We're on top of that. Demonstration of grace everywhere in all corners. It's unfortunate, quite unfortunate, that because he's not a northerner, and that is why he should be treated like that. Because he's not a Muslim, he's not a Christian, that's the reason why he should be treated like that. What is making the northerners feel that they are something else in this country? And nobody can handle them. And this element has destroyed the fabrics of unity in this country over the years. And it still looks like all the political leaders in the north, including their youths, are above the law in this country. Is that not conquest? Is that not psychological conquest? Is that not psychological torture on other parts of the region of the country? Why would you continue to experience decadence in the judiciary, in leadership, in politics, in economics, in commerce? For how long will this continue to? I'm looking at Tinubu with a closed, just with one eye closed now.
Why?
It's almost 1 year in the office. Why can't he just be decisive? Does he want to toe the line his predecessors told and make mockery of the Nigerian system at the end of the day? Giving us hopeless hope, telling us that they are on top of the situation. We are handling it. Nigeria go better. Transformation. Bros, leave this giant, mugu, stupid infrastructure. Why would you be spending 17 trillion for what? Give us production. Let us see productivity. Engage Nigerians first. Let Nigeria build what they want.
Are you saying
Nigerians are against the country. And the country is against Nigeria. Because they have refused Nigerians to work for the country. Instead, the country is working for Nigeria.
so? In essence, what you're saying now is that this Calabar-Lagos Coastal Highway is a gigantic project that will do
Bros,
money.
you're a journalist. Where you are standing here now, you know all is not well. Just look around the environment. Who are you competing? We need millions of roads that should be fixed. Look at what Ambode did in Lagos State. Almost all the suburbs are well tarred. People has accessibility.
Accessibility.
Leave this corrupt pipe now when we don't fix, we not take carry 17 trillion run. Trump dey funny, yo. I'm telling you, very funny guy, yo.
But this project wasn't from him.
Bros, you can have every right to say no. Let all the roads, including those ones in the village that lead to farms, work.
First, before we look at coastal highways.
Productivity first. Put Nigerians in that mode. We don't start to Nawayo again. All this pipe now, where we want to take the loot money now. But you know we can be 17 trillion. We don't need it, bros. We don't need it. Obasanjo has already told them. When he came after his 8 years, he said, leave science and technology of going to the moon. Satellite, he said, satellite, no say. Let Nigerians survive first.
Yes.
Let us have insecurity. Let us have agriculture. Let the sectors work. Stop putting Nigerians under pressure. Bro, no average Nigerian is thinking properly. Everything about Nigerian is corruption. Any office you go, if not Nari, Keke, want to collect bribe from you. The society is in moral decadence. They have devalued the psyche of every Nigerian, and every Nigerian are becoming unnecessarily inhuman. Then you want us to continue. You want us to toe the line. Come on, rescue. You cannot rescue Chibok girls after how many years? You cannot fight for them. What our government come out to say, okay, because of our irresponsibility of not providing security for those girls, we are doing and dedicating this thing to alleviate the poverty of those parents. But they are busy building still. Where they want to steal. Bros, people should be careful. No, bro, I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm quite very unhappy now, because from Calabar to you are building coastal
highways.
That is what they do when they come say. When you talk about mega city concept.
But don't you think this coastal highway will help the economy for the movement of goods and services?
Bros, it's just like what they did at River Niger. Go to the where they say the second Niger bridge. Go and look at the mess. Instead of Nigeria taking time to do something once and for all, they corrupt it in a way that, repeatedly. Something they would have done in 100 years and do it once. They do it 100 times in 1 year.
Okay, now let's look at Nigerians, because most times we keep blaming the government for all these things. But as Nigerians, we also have our part to play. Now, a Nigerian will always want to defraud his fellow Nigerian.
Yes.
But that's not the government. Yes. That's the people. That means the people to have a lot of parts to play in this government and the success of this government.
Bros, let me ask you a question. What is leadership?
Leadership is leading in the right way and doing what is good, so that people who follow you can imbibe it.
Thank you. in your house. Plus, if you want, we don't need to go far, advanced level, to understand what governance and leadership is all about.
Yeah.
Let us come to home. We are like toddlers in the presence of these people that they call Nigerian political leaders. If you give a child water and soap to bath now, he will concentrate on here.
Because that's what's close to him.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It will be the moral right of the father to say, no, do like this, or this is the way to go. Bros, Nigeria doesn't have the wherewithal to go beyond the pressure that has been brought to him by leadership. He wants to do a lot of things to economically leverage himself from the situation he found himself. But that situation, that circumstance was imposed by him by inadequate leadership. That is why it looks like Nigerians are not rational. Nigerians have lost moral value. It is a pressure. How can you wake up in the morning as a family man, for instance, and you're looking at your 2 kids or 3 kids who are woken up in the morning and waiting for you? You know what they are waiting for? They take their breakfast, they take their teas, apart from early morning prayer, they are looking out for certain services to be done to them. And you are not able to provide it. Do you know it will get to a certain time, those kids will become irrational. It is the system that makes us irrational. And those ones who are supposed to be rational have been compromised, which is the civil society organization. So everybody in Nigeria is corrupt. The man on the street is corrupt. The system is corrupt.
So with the way it is now, it's not the government alone.
Bros, the government alone provide the agenda, the way, the moral, everything that has to do with what Nigerians are facing today was as a result of leadership. Not be you there here, now you be president.
No, I am not.
You are not. What if they say that the fuel is 1,000 naira now? Are you going to argue?
Argue, we'll buy. What are we going to do?
That's what I'm telling you, because you don't have what it takes to fight against them, because they created it to subject and suppress you. And that is why they keep. Bro, I remember when I was a child then, they said, Obacha, Vision 2020, you know here I'm Vision 1010.
Vision 2020.
Before 1,000, Nigeria don't, everywhere is London.
Before the year 2020.
Government magic. That's what Fela said.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu. It's nice having you on the program this morning. I know it will continue.
Yes.
Night will fall. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew.
Pardon, sir.
Is it true that Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder at this moment?
From multiple fronts, not just from one angle. Because if you look at particularly the issue of ability of government, particularly in the north, to educate the youth. And of course, I think that best explains the reason you are seeing people being radicalized in the north. Because the child refuses to give education will become vulnerable to be radicalized and recruit into insurgency. So if you are saying Nigeria is on a keg of gunpowder, it's not just on one area, on different areas. Because if you look at the issue of the hardship Nigerians are facing, you know goat naturally do not bite. But if you push a goat to the wall, when there's no other alternative of escape, you find out that the goat will bite. So the issue of hardship Nigerians are going through, it may get to a point where it becomes unbearable, and they may react, and the reaction may be too brutal. Look at the answer. Nobody envisaged such monumental. It's regrettable anyway. wastage of lives and property and all that. But it was as a result of the government negligence, dereliction in addressing a need as at went to. So I will agree with you. I will accept that position that Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder.
No, now, is it everything Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder, everything happening? Do we have to continue to blame the government? How much have we blamed ourselves? Because the ordinary Nigerian man is also a part of this government.
If the government do what they are supposed to do, and the citizens are not doing their part, then it will be right to blame the citizens. For instance, if we must get it right in production sector of the economy, we must have sustainable power supply. I cannot put that blame on the citizens. If farmers must go back to a farm to produce so that we drive down the cost of agricultural products, we must have security solved. You cannot ask the individuals or Nigerians to solve the issue of insecurity. So if you look at almost all the areas where we have challenges, you agree with me that government needs to do their part for the citizens to do their own. Because until you address insecurity, you cannot tell the man in Zamfara, the man in Sokoto, the man in Katsina, the man in Southern Kaduna, the man in Benue to go back to farm. It's not feasible to go back to farm under this atmosphere of insecurity. So invariably, the government needs to solve the issue of insecurity for agriculture to help have headway in Nigeria.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Let's look at the area of River State. Fubara has said any local government chairman that's rude to him will face it.
He can say that again. But let him conduct local government election and see what happens. I don't like WIKE's approach. But unfortunately, the Fubara shot himself in the foot. Because you have a situation where somebody is in the war front and suddenly decide to abandon his weapon and start receiving bullets. I say that is the situation of Fubara. What happened in River State is similar to what happened in Edo State. A situation where an Obaseki ruled the state for almost 4 years with minority House of Assembly members. Because those House of Assembly members, though in the minority, were legitimized by the courts. A similar scenario played out in River State, where the court already ruled that the House of Assembly factional leader, Ehi, who is now the chief of staff to the governor, is the legitimate speaker of the House. And the past budget, I think that's the budget the government is still running. But after they went into Aso Rock and they came out with 8-point resolution of the president, before I knew it, the governor started saying no sacrifice is too much for peace. Before I knew it, the factional speaker that was loyal to him resigned. He didn't just resign as speaker, but he resigned as a member of the State House of Assembly. As we speak, we only have one leadership of the House recognized by the Constitution, and this is what is loyal to a WIKE. So it was not surprising recently when they threatened with impeachment notice. So what I'm saying in essence is, if they want to impeach a Fubara now, I think it's even easier for them to impeach UK now than previously.
Okay, now let's look at PDP internal rally. Yes, the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, will be doing their NEC meeting on the 18th of April. Do you think WIKE stand a chance to control the party at this time, to get control, power over the party, looking at the big wigs in the party, looking at the senators, looking at reps members and all that?
If you look at what inspires Nigerian politicians, if you look at what is their motivational factor, if WIKE is ready to throw money around, WIKE will do the spoiler game in PDP. That's the truth. But if you have somebody like me as a leader of the party, before now, I would have shown WIKE up to the out of the party. That's the truth. Because from all indication, this is a man who you cannot define whether he's in PDP or he's in APC. This is a man who was quoted to have said that he's going to support the president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for 2027 general election. And he's still parading himself as a member of PDP. I think PDP wasted too much time in taking decisive action against WIKE. That is why I said the other day that a cancer you refuse to treat will eventually turn around to kill the person. So if PDP is not careful, WIKE may destroy that party.
Okay, yeah, yes, like Mr. Taiwo Odunlade says now, he says, who told us WIKE is looking for the control of the party? Do you think he's not looking for the control of the party?
He has said repeatedly that he has not resigned his membership. And this is somebody who has taken an appointment with APC-led government. And we have seen how he's currently the leader of PDP in Rivers State. He doubles equally as the leader of APC in Rivers State. And as we speak, all his henchmen, acolytes, loyalists are in River APC leadership. The same thing with PDP leadership in Rivers State. So he's such a character that I think his quest for power is enormous, if you ask me. And for me, if I were to be managing the leadership of PDP, by now I show you the way out of the party.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Yes, and finally, I think we have Mr. Riliwan Olasukomi Chukwuebuka. You're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstand this morning.
Thanks for having me. Let me start like this. I spoke about how my phone was stolen on Saturday, Wednesday, and I'm seeing some responses. Let me first thank Mr. Okuluku, Chris Uchenna. So I got the message from Mr. Femi Wizzy because I don't have any phone, I don't have number for now. So it's Mr. Femi's. So he just came to tell me that Mr. Okuluku, Chris Uchenna have sent me an amount of money, and I saw it. So if anyone want to do anything, they should. His number is there and his account number. Yes. I trust him, so he will deliver it to me.
Okay, yes, you're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstand this morning. Yes. I'm sorry about the loss again. Is it true that this moment Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder?
Let me start like this. I don't want to use that word, but how do I say it? I don't know if that word is something, because I want to say Lord Lugard, wherever he is today, and God will judge him. I wanted to say thunder will fire Lord Lugard, but don't let me say thunder will fire him. I can even say it, Lord Lugard. You see, Nigeria, right. Now Nigeria, I've been saying this thing for the past 15 years consecutively about for example, Islamophobia, about marginalization, about how we are not one. Nigeria is a country that, for example, listen, in a place, you put the people of USA, the people of Britain in one country, the people of Japan, the people of China, the people of Afghanistan, the people of Somalia, you put them in one place as a nation. You now give power to the people of Afghanistan. Listen, no matter how you pray, that nation cannot go forward. That's the problem that we are having in Nigeria. We have different ideologies. Why did Lord Lugard now make us one? One in what? That's the problem. I'm a Yoruba person. I'm an Egba man. I believe in education. I believe in, if you can't go to school, then you have work as in an handwork. You understand? I'm an artisan. An Igbo man. If you cannot go to school, you go and learn trade. I'm talking about people from the grassroots. An Hausa man. From small, you give them place and make them intentionally almajiri. Awolowo said, àwọn ọmọ tálíkà tẹ́ ò kọ́ kò ní jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ tí yín gbádùn. That is, Awolowo said that the children of the poor that you refuse to train will not allow your own children to enjoy. That's what they are facing, for example, in the north. There can't be peace in the north. It's not the devil, it's not about prayers. There can't be peace. You have refused to train people. You have made them by design almajiri. You have made them to start begging right from childhood. Then they see your own son and daughters, you send them to school, they are abroad, they have money and everything. How would they be able to spend that money in that region? Where you have refused to train the children of the poor masses. Do you understand? So this is the problem they are facing in the north. Nigeria truly is sitting on a gun keg of power. Yes, it is the fact. One of the problems is that, for example, this journalism will not end. It has become a business. For example, spare parts, people that are selling it, will not end. It has become a business. For example, my own work, I'm an artisan. Aluminum fabrication will not end because it has become a business. Insecurity will not end, especially in the north, because it has become a business.
Why do you say insecurity can never end? Because this government is working tirelessly, like they tell us most of the time, to make sure they put a total end to insecurity in the north.
But the PRO of bandits is working freely in Nigeria. That's the public relations officers of bandits. Sheikh Gumi is working freely. We know these things unless we want to hide. Because I lost my father at a very young age. The grandma that brought me up told me, say the truth. You say it, you will die. You don't say it, you will die. The truth, everybody will know. The PRO of bandits, for example, government says you are not negotiating with bandits. The PRO will come out and say, let me go and negotiate. He knows where the bandits are. The military, they don't know where the bandits are. And I asked a question last week. I said, if, for example, Sheikh Gumi is from the east, his name is, for example, Bishop Okechukwu Okonkwo, by this time, it will have been DSS detention. We saw how before the election, when Ezendigo said, I don't support the statement, but he said, I will invite IPOP to come and protect our business in Lagos. Immediately, DSS picked him. But Nigeria today, bandits have PRO that is doing PR for them freely. That is collecting ransom on behalf of them. That goes to their base. That means sometimes even goes with the police, with the military, and they can't do anything. We can see how, for example, even in the southwest here, that we are so, as in our pride is in education. How education is being attacked. You can see it now in the southwest here. I'm a Yoruba person. How Awolowo gave bursaries. I'm telling you, in Yoruba land here, most of our leaders, even not for Awolowo today, they will be selling cocoa. They will be hawking today. I'm telling you, some of them will be butchers. But it gave them free education. Now you benefited from that education. Today you are attacking education. You are building your own private estate in a place where there's supposed to be schools. In the southwest, you see children, because there's money here. You see children now, they can't go to school. School hours, they are hawking. So sometimes I'm worried. What is the future of? I'm even talking about Yoruba land. And I said we have elders. We have people like General Alani Akinyade. We have people like Olusegun Obasanjo. We have people like Ayafe Babalola. Let them sit down and chart a new way forward for the people of the West first. Because the truth is, I am first a Yoruba person before I'm in Nigeria. We cannot hide it. We can't stop deceiving ourselves that Nigeria is one. One in what? How is Nigeria one? We can be deceiving ourselves and Nigeria is one. No, no. The truth is, I am first a Yoruba person before I am a Nigerian. That is the truth. Because if Nigeria is one, for example, we saw how deliberately Yoruba president was achieved. In 1999, they compensated Yoruba for the death of Awolowo, the death of MQ Abiola, by bringing Olusegun Obasanjo from the west and Olufalaye from the west. Only the two of them to contest election. When I was talking to Yoruba president, I said, do you think that the Eastern presidency is not achievable? It's achievable, if not for hypocrisy. There's a way you can do it. This 2023 was the best time to have done this. Majority of the parties, major parties, bring people from the east to contest. Vote for one of them, so you can achieve the tripod, so that the tripod can stand. But you see the deliberate, like I always said, deliberate marginalization and deliberate exclusion. Now go. We say Nigeria is standing on a gun keg of powder. In the north, there are more insecurity in the north than in the east. But if you are going to the east, there are more checkpoints in the east than in the north. Checkpoint, what are they doing? They're even extorting money. Who are you protecting? We know these things. I do my handwork, I travel. So it's not, you understand? So we see these things every day and we try to cover the truth. And you cannot see, nobody can stop the sun from shining. Like it will shine. The truth will always come back it will always come back to in the full glaze of our eyes. Our leaders are not doing the right thing. In everything, you can't even give them a pass back, especially this APC administration. You should have built on legacy. PDP, they did well. It's a fact. They did well. They understand the complexity of Nigeria. I can't imagine that under Obasanjo, Niger will leave ECOWAS. It's not possible. It's not possible. I can't imagine under Obasanjo, Burkina Faso, Nigeria will be talking. Nigeria was a true giant of Africa in the recess of it under the PDP. We know this is. I'm not a member of PDP. No, even Labour Party. I'm not a member. I'm obedient. Yes, but that is the truth. So especially under this APC's government, Because see, I always tell this. When I heard that was the sad news for me this year that Peter Obi want to run with Erufa, I said this is evil. I'm not. I'll just leave the obedience because we can't run. No, it's not by grabbing power or being in power. It's what you do with that power. See, a group of monkeys can hijack a car. I've always said, okay, let them drive the car. Let us see. You understand? You have used propaganda and everything to with the conspiracy of the northern people and the western people to remove Goodluck Jonathan. Okay, what have you now done with the power? Were you prepared? No. Your appointment was not balanced. Yeah. It was skewed. PDP did appointment. It was balanced. There was less agitation under the PDP. We know these things. Unless we want to lie to ourselves. There was mass up under Obasanjo. That's a Ralph. It was WIKE. Yeah. But were there like Biafra? No. It's things like that. And I've always even said this. You see that Biafra issue, it cannot die. Biafra is a spirit. You can yes, it's a spirit. It cannot die. If like I'm an Oduduwa person, you can't take it away from me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi.
Thank you so much.
Nice having you
yes,
on the program this morning. Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to all our viewers from across the globe who have been with us since we started the program this morning. I'd like to quickly just go through some of those things that you have sent. Yes, Amechi Nwachukwu says Nigeria cannot work. Till today, you are giving work or appointment based on your region and not based on competence. That's what Amechi Nwachukwu says. Yeah, we thank Odunlade Taiwo. He has contributed so much. We thank Jane Ogo, Uku Oji Udeze Chiba. We also thank Moki Great. We thank Blessed One. We thank Water 2023. And we thank all those that have been supporting our brother Rilwan Olasukomi one way or the other. A lot of people have been showing support, and we still expect more support from all of you. Yes, we say thank you. God will continue to replenish your pocket. We've come to the end of the program today. We hope to see you same time tomorrow on The Pundits live in the studio. Yes, my name is Kolade Folari Kadesh Prince. I thank you all for staying with us. Hope to see you for The Pundits 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow live, where you get the opportunity of calling us live. Thank you and bye for now.